folks, it is another Style Chronicle Monday. It's bright and sunny outside and the wind is blowing and it's giving me the spring weather that I need. Finally! Alright, but I'm in the studio with my guest co-host on this fine Monday, the handsome, the talented, getting on my nerves. Richie Sky's in the building.
Applause, 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 applause.
What's going on, sir?
Too much.
I know, too much booty in the pants.
Okay.
Too much booty in the pants.
Yes, you know, it's summertime too. Well,
Yeah,
about to be.
ooh, I can't. Oh, I just want to be naked.
Okay.
I just want to be naked.
Thank you. Getting my 12 miles in a day. 12 miles a day. 12 miles a day.
I just want to be naked. That's all I want to do. It's crazy I'm saying that because my mother knows this time of year. She know how I am. She's like, I already know you gonna be half naked for the summer. I said, yeah.
Doing more naked photo shoots and stuff.
Hey, I mean, if I'm not at work, I might even come to the studio naked.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You probably gonna be naked more than I am.
Yeah. Hey.
And that's hard to do.
I'm just in the
summertime, it's just.
I'm just show it all.
Okay.
Just trying to
That's what you gotta do.
let it out. I want people to see me and want like, damn, I want him. But you can't have me. Stay in line. I got an application process. Go online.
No, not an interview process.
Yes, interview. Definitely interview.
You got callbacks.
Yes, you gotta have an interview. I can't just be all willy-nilly and we just.
You can. You gotta be choosy nowadays.
Hell yeah.
You really, really.
Hell yeah. There's some crazy people out there.
And you never really know a person until about at least a year. That's what I think. About a year.
Yeah, I'm sure of the essence of a person. Yeah, but I think in the first like month or 2 or 3,
crazy can rear its ugly head in about a couple of weeks.
Like, wait a minute, did you?
Yeah, usually a lot of times we ignore that little bit of crazy.
We do because we try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
We do. I'm trying to say,
Nah,
that didn't happen.
And then you got your friends in your ear talking about, yo, Richie, Terrence.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Listen, we have a phrase now, and it's called, there's more where that came from. So if you see a little bit of something, you see a little bit of crazy, just know there's more where that came from.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what happens in your brunch group?
Here we go.
The group that I'm not. Oh, I get it now.
Go.
Oh, I get it now. Richie is all making sense now.
Okay, what is it?
Y'all mean girls.
What?
So y'all will, I get it. So I can't be, y'all won't let no other people in because y'all the mean girl. I get it. Y'all like that group in high school that be in the cafeteria over by the window when y'all take up all the seats and somebody trying to sit down and nowhere to sit and then looking all around like, you ain't sitting here. You ain't sitting here. I've been there, done that. I've been a part.
No, we
tried
don't.
to.
We are not mean.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. We are not mean.
Mm-hmm.
We have what we call small group Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and listen, we incorporate different people into that. We really do.
Mm-hmm.
I like big
Just
groups.
not me.
But you know what?
It's fine. It's okay, Richie, if y'all don't like me. It's good.
But
there
so
are a lot of people who don't.
Hold on. What? Really?
Yeah, a lot of people. I'm sure there are a lot of people that don't like me. And it's
Okay.
cool. People smile in your face
Oh.
and then turn and say something else behind your back, and that's cool. I know there are people out there like that. It's cool.
I don't really know of anybody that doesn't like me, but
I'm sure that I'm sure that there are, and I probably can think of a few people, that on the top, on the top of the list. But I know that there are a lot of people who say one thing in front of me, but then do something else behind their back. So those are the ones. It's the ones you got to keep real close to you.
Yeah.
Because you want to watch them.
Oh, and that fits into my message for the night, but I'm gonna give it to you later.
Okay.
But no, when I plan, because we kind of trade off Sundays on who plans it and who facilitates the planning process for it.
That's cool.
This is actually how it's done. So the next time I do mine or Damon does his, we'll make sure that you're invited.
Got it.
I'm serious.
I've been messing. I'm messing with you.
But I have a thing where when I say I'm going to do something, I like to do it.
I got you. But that's cute that y'all do that. I like that. To take turns and feel.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing that we planned like that. It was just a thing where somebody says, okay, so we're going to do this and we're going to get this amount of people together or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so then everybody else is just kind of like, oh, do you want to go? Do you want to go? Do you want to go?
Right.
Okay, cool.
Because I saw Chris, not this weekend, the weekend before last. I went to an event with my buddy Will, and it was...
a fashion show?
No, it wasn't a fashion show. It was a... book release. Ooh.
Oh,
The
yeah,
book release that
yeah.
he's on one of the covers of. It was.
Yeah, I couldn't go to that. I don't know where I was.
Yeah, I saw him. He was there.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was. I know Chris from modeling. I didn't know Chris was into singing and all of that.
So that's how I actually first met him. I met him through some friends, and then he was saying that he could sing. So I was like, okay, well, let me give you a shot. Let me put him on the hook. Never heard him sing or anything like that. So I was like, he came over, we recorded, and it turned out really, really well. So we kind of worked together ever since then. But he wasn't even gonna try to pursue singing. I was like, dude, like you're wasting your talent if you don't do that. So thank God he's actually now like doing it. Like,
yeah, because he said he's gonna be opening for.
He's gonna be opening for Tamar, and so will I. So he asked me to perform with him, so that was pretty cool. So I went in last week and recorded a verse for one of his new songs. So that was pretty cool.
Look at you, everybody hooked.
Listen, I'm trying to be.
Ain't nothing wrong, but yeah, I didn't know that of him. So like I said, I know him from modeling. So when he said, I'm doing singing, and I know he was tapping into some acting, and then but the singing, I was like, wait, huh?
Yeah.
You sang? He was like, yeah. I was
he's
like,
really good.
Wait, how come I've known you for a minute now. How is it that I ain't know you sang? Well, I ain't really like.
Yeah, he didn't really put it out there like that a lot.
Chris, really?
I think he's starting to do it a little bit more. So
I hate when people sit on talent and they irritate.
But you know what though? Sometimes people don't necessarily know how to introduce it to other people, and they're a little bit afraid or nervous to do that.
And then some people don't like rejection.
I mean, that's true too. That's very true. And I'm not sure what made him know that he could sing but never want to do anything about it. And I think, you know what it is? I think a lot of people don't realize that you can do everything yourself. And I think that was the thing that was missing for him. Because when I came along, I was like, well, what you waiting for? Like, just get yourself a MacBook, get yourself a microphone, and start recording. And he did. So now he's kind of moved on up to the whole studio and everything like that. So, I'm pretty proud of everything that he's doing right now. He's doing pretty well.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
All right, it is time for.
Da, 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 da.
So, Mr. Sky, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. More music stuff. On Friday, we recorded the video for Mr. Bouvier's single, Love War, the remix.
A remix?
Yes. It goes in. It's got a little Be More house beat to it, so it's hot. So I did that Friday night. I was really tired after that, so I didn't really do anything else. Saturday, I went shopping, went to a birthday, not a birthday, but a going away party for, Woody, photographer?
Yes.
Yeah, I went to his going away party because he's moving to LA.
Yeah, is he gone already?
I don't know when he leaves, actually. I think it's sometime this week.
Oh, he is really doing it.
And so yesterday I just spent it, doing the whole Easter thing, like Resurrection Sunday, just eating a lot.
Really?
I did. I ate a lot, like
Ooh.
a lot.
Really?
It's pretty bad, yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I can't.
But my weekend overall was pretty low key, which was interesting for me. Like I didn't have any gigs, which was, I got a chance to kind of chill out a little bit.
Cool.
Try to get ready for some. I did take my spin classes, both days. So I'm good. I'm feeling nice.
That's what's up.
What about you? Where were you in the world, Waldo?
My weekend was really, really good. I had a great weekend. I was in New York for the weekend. I had a ball. It was just, New York was just giving me that spring moment that I needed in my life.
I'm sure it was.
I stayed with some friends of mine, and I really just chill. I was cocktailed down boots the whole week, especially yesterday. Oh my gosh, I think my mother would have spanked me of how many cocktails I had yesterday. I started drinking at 2:00 yesterday, and then stopped drinking till it was time for me to come back to Maryland, which was like 7:30. So by the time I got back, I was done.
That's a good time.
I was like still feeling good when I got back home. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's what I love about a good trip to New York is that like I just feel like it's just drinks all weekend.
Yeah, and then my buddies that I was staying with, they were giving me my libations, and I was like, all right, I'm good for right now. I'm all right. They kept cutting like I'm good. Like was going out having a drink. It was I just had a good time. I needed to get away. I needed to just not have to figure out, not to have to worry about, okay, what am I doing tonight? Oh, I got to drive here. I got to drive.
Right.
Because probably if I was home for the weekend, I would have been going this place, that place, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to not be bothered per se.
I got you.
I just didn't want to be bothered. I just wanted to just go away and yeah, so it was just a good weekend.
So I always ask people this question, like, what are you currently drinking? Like, what is your current drink of choice? So what were you sipping on like this?
I'm really a wine dude.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really a wine dude. But
what kind?
I drink Merlot, Moscato.
So classy.
Yeah, I drink sangria. I drink. I have. As long as it's not bitter, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind red or white. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I just don't like bitter wine.
Gotcha.
And I don't like real sweet wine either.
Okay.
But I don't mind sweet, but it can't be like diabetical sweet. like Wendy's iced tea is diabetical sweet. My Sunday ended was I went to BBQs because I love BBQs.
Listen.
And that's why I got tore up a lot at BBQs because I had their biggest drink. And I got the extra shot, and I had two of them with the extra shot, and I had the Corona.
You had 2 of them?
I had 2 of them. I told you I
can go pretty hard.
Yes, I go pretty hard.
I can only have maybe 1.5 of those. Like, one gets me like.
No, I had 2, and I just gave him free promotion. I said where I went, but anywho, because I loved it so much. But I had 2, and how I ended my Sunday, I got to spend it with my auntie Gwen DeVoe. I call her my auntie. We're not biologically aunt and nephew, but she feels like my aunt.
Yeah.
Like she's and I have aunts, but she's like the aunt that I always wanted.
I do have aunts.
But I do have aunts. My cousin, no, we have aunts. His mother is my aunt. But I don't feel like, I get when I think of an aunt, I think of someone who inspires you, who motivates you, who is behind you 100%, who gives you advice. Even if you don't talk to them, they still say that I love you, I care about you, you're on my mind. Like my auntie Gwen DeVoe does that. We can go without seeing each other for months. Okay. But I can say, auntie, and she's like, nephew, love you, and I'm like, love you more, and she just gives me what I need. So we were just having great conversation. I was inspiring her, she was inspiring me. We were just kikiing, having drinks, and eating, and just having a good time. And I need that in my life. Like, I feel like I need that like every day, or at least every weekend.
Okay.
I need that. And I wish I just had her, like, I could just reach out and touch her.
So she lives in New York?
She lives in New York, yeah. Gwen DeVoe, she's an entrepreneur. She is the founder of Full Figure Fashion Week in New York.
Oh, wow. And
she's been doing it for 6 years. This is her 6th year. This is her last year of doing it. We had conversations about that. And I love her piece. I've been knowing her since oh my gosh. I've been knowing Auntie for like 9 years.
Wow.
8 or 9 years I've been knowing her now. Damn, time flies.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. But that just ended my weekend, and I took a picture with her before I left, posted that, and I just had a good time this weekend. I really, really did. It was good. And I forgot it was Easter. Like, people kept saying when I was out, he was like, well, have a good holiday. And I was like, have a good holiday.
Holiday when?
I was like, oh, it is Easter. So, yeah, but I just had a great weekend. I wish my weekends could be like that. I went bike riding. I saw when
I was stalking your Instagram.
So that was good. It was a little. I did it before, but I didn't do it the distance that I did it this past Saturday. So it was a little intimidating because you know how New York traffic is. And I'm driving from.
And I've seen many people topple over.
Yeah, right. And I haven't been on a bike in a long time. So, but I was like, damn, it make me want to buy a bike when I get back home. So I'm thinking about it. But yeah, so we went from downtown to uptown, and going through the traffic, and it was.
Okay, you really.
I had a good time.
Really on a roll.
So my thighs was like on it, like I was like, thighs don't fail me now. Okay. So, but yeah, I just had a good time and just sit back and just cackle and have drinks and people watch and. Just good.
I'm jealous. Your weekend definitely.
And I love eating and drinking outside, and that's what I did the weekend. I love eating and drinking outside. When it's nice outside,
that's like one of my favorites.
Give me a nice little appetizer and a couple libations, baby. Ooh, you got me.
That and a nice jacket.
If anybody know me that's trying to woo me, if you do that for me, you got me. Like, that's it. You got me.
And we are now taking interviews.
Well, that's not all.
Feel free to call in.
But that's not all. That's just
send us your resume. experience and references. Thank you very much.
But yeah, I just had a good week and I enjoyed it and I loved it and every time I go to New York, I never want to leave. I never want to leave.
So, have you thought about moving there?
Oh yeah, people who know me know that that's where I ultimately want to live.
That's where you want to be?
Yeah, the rest of my life.
Nice.
Yeah, but
I'm not sure if I'm in like, I don't feel like I'm in a New York.
I'm a New York dude. I'm a New York dude.
I feel like
all
more.
the way.
I feel more like I'm a California boy.
Yeah,
know
you
what
look
I'm
like you
saying?
could be, or Miami.
Yeah, I want to be like somewhere where it's
Just warm.
beach.
Yeah, I know.
Sand.
But trust me, when it's warm in New York, oh my.
Oh, I know. Trust me, the
It's
city
Holy
comes to
Ghost.
life.
It's Holy Ghost.
It comes to life.
It's Holy Ghost for me. But I'm very much a New York boy compared to LA.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to relocate after I graduate, which is coming up next
Coming
month.
up
I
soon.
graduate, yeah.
You have any
So,
fears?
I have a lot of fears. Not
Really?
a lot, but I do have
Really?
some fears. I do
Okay.
have fears, and I talked a little bit about it earlier this month. But I do have fears, and but New York, I've learned that I need to open my horizons a little bit and not stay so tunneled to New York. So I am thinking about LA. I am thinking about Atlanta, down south. So yeah, I am. There are other places that I'm thinking about. So we just see where.
I never know
it
how
all
I feel
leads.
about Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean I like Atlanta too. Atlanta reminds me so much of Baltimore though.
Really?
It does. When I went last
Yeah,
month.
you were saying that.
Yeah, when I went last month, I was just like, am I in Baltimore? Because this is, wait, I thought this is Atlanta.
Maybe I need to go back because
Yeah,
I feel
'cause
like
I'm
I
like,
haven't been in a minute.
Right, I
so-
feel like Scooby-Doo. So
I don't
yeah,
know.
so, I don't know, we'll see where the world leads me. Yeah,
Quite
so,
the journey.
yeah, but I am trying to do a lot of traveling this summer.
Where you trying to go to?
I need to visit my best friend in South Carolina. I'm
Okay.
gonna go probably next month. Probably back to Atlanta.
Okay.
I need to go to Cali because I haven't been in a long time. Where else did I say I wanted to go? I can't. Oh, for my birthday I want to go to Rehoboth Beach.
Okay. I haven't been there yet either.
Yeah, so I
heard
want
it's really
a couple of
nice.
my friends and I go to Rehoboth. I would like for a nice little group to go.
Yeah.
Because I have a very small group. I don't have a lot of people in my group. So,
Yeah.
but it's hard sometimes because personalities have to mesh. And
So when you
somebody's
say your
supposed-
group, do you think that like is everybody like in the group like with the group or the like people who kind of like?
No, I'm gonna say that I'm the common denominator of the group.
Okay.
Like
okay.
9 times out of 10, the group that I'm with is
Yeah.
because
They
all
all
parties
know you.
know me,
Right,
and then
okay.
I brought them together because of me. I believe that's correct because I don't. Yeah, because everybody. And there's a couple of people that know each other too, but
Right.
my group is so small that I'm pretty much the common denominator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you think it'll be difficult to get them all together?
I think it would be difficult if I tried to add other people that I know to it.
Oh, okay.
Like, just other people.
Personality clash.
Yeah, or just people that I know that I would like to hang out with that I never have. Like, for instance, if I, you or Demond or
Yeah.
some, other people. I don't know how. I don't know how people's personalities are. I know how my personality is, and I know how I am with everybody.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not sure how this
how they
person
would
is
be
with
together.
you, or
Right,
how
right.
you know what I'm saying. Somebody might say something, that person might get offended, and I don't want to do anything. I don't, I want to have a great time.
It's your day though.
Yeah,
And I feel like in those instances, I kind of used to be the same way, and like, oh my god, like how are these people going to interact?
Exactly.
But you know what? I don't really care no more. Y'all grown adults. Y'all figure it out.
That's true.
Like that's how I feel.
That's
at this
very
point.
true.
Like, it's my day, so we are all here to celebrate me. And if y'all can't get along for the sake of me, then you need to carry that somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's your day.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So I did decide that I was going to do a graduation party, but here in the station, but I'm not doing it because, and the reason why I'm not doing it is because not only am I going to plan it, but I have to make sure everybody's okay hosting it, and I realized that I'm not going to have fun, and nobody has stepped up to the plate to take over, and then I'm spending my own money and this and that and the third for catering and decorations, and once I thought about it, I'm like, this is not fun anymore.
No, just.
So after graduation, whoever goes to my graduation, if they want to come and join us, I'm gonna have dinner somewhere, and then probably after that, join the fellas and go out, somewhere maybe to a club and have some drinks or something like that. But that's
Nice.
it. But yeah, because I thought about it and I was going through my head and I was like, oh hell no, I ain't doing this. I almost felt like back in my time when I was producing fashion shows. Because
Right.
I wasn't really producing it for myself.
Yeah.
I was producing it for the people attending and the designers that I was utilizing to put their work out there and give Baltimore something classy and great entertainment at the same time, but a great production.
Right.
So I felt like that. I was like, wait a minute. I feel like after it was over and I saw the DVD. So even in the moment, I couldn't enjoy it.
I can see
So that's how I feel like it will be for my graduation party. If I'm planning it and I'm doing all this, when am I going to have time to enjoy it? And then when people come, I have to entertain them because they're there for, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, hell no. I want to be able to sit back and, dwell in the moment.
True.
And I just feel like it will be a celebration for them versus them celebrating with me.
Gotcha.
Along with me. It's almost like, are you laughing at me or with me? That sort of thing. And I feel they would be laughing at me versus with me.
We're laughing at you.
Right. And I don't want you laughing at me. I want you to laugh with me. So if that's how I feel. So I don't feel like the people are going to be laughing with me. So I'm like, 86.
I feel you, but I'm such a control freak. Like for my birthday, I'm planning my own party. Like I just feel like it's not gonna,
And that's the thing, because I think a lot of people know that I like certain things, but I'm not difficult to buy for or plan for.
Right.
But I am particular about things.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people I probably haven't stepped up to the plate because of that part of me. I don't know. And then sometimes, people don't know. I could be like this today, but every time you come here, I look different because I try not to be, predictable. I want people to be like, oh, I wonder what Terrence looking like today, or what is he doing today, or what color is he wearing, or how, every time somebody sees me, I always look different. I want to change it up because I don't want you to, I know what he's gonna look like today, or I know what he's gonna wear, and I might wear tennis shoes today, but tomorrow I'm feeling like some boots. Or I'm feeling like some pointy-toe shoes, or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's how I think people look at me as like, I don't know what Terrence gonna want today, because he always changing up. So I think people just try to shy away from it.
So
and try to do something that's simpler for them versus it being simpler for me.
What we have learned today is that you are difficult. Okay, got it. Just kidding.
Cousin, I need to find a replacement for the rest of the Chronicles. Yeah, because you gonna step in for him? You just push him out the way. All right, guys, that's it for our. You done with two?
Yeah,
that was good. Okay, so you had really good. I said like we flipped it.
Yeah, I was chill this weekend.
Yeah, eating a lot. Good God, I can't do all that.
That's my problem.
Ugh, can't do. But I mean, it doesn't show, so you're doing something right.
Oh, that's that 12 miles there for 5 days a week.
Okay.
That's what that is.
All right. But I mean, you gotta keep it tight, keep it right.
That way I can eat as much as I want.
Got it.
That Wendy's with it.
Oh Lord. All right, guys. When we come back, we have our Style Report, some more Style Chronicles in a minute. Don't go nowhere. WPDRadio.com. All right, good evening, everyone. It is like 8:05, and I don't know if you're just tuning in, but shame on you. You missed the weekend recap. We had a good weekend. Okay. Richie Styyle was chilling. I was traveling and whatnot, and then we had a good Style Report and all that good stuff. But we're still kicking off Model Appreciation Month here on the Style Chronicles. So last Monday we had, I like to say women of size. Some of you say full figure, plus size, curvy women, what have you. But we
Bodacious.
had voluptuous. We had the curvy girls on, curvy models on last Monday. We had Cannon, Jessie, and Samantha. They were really, really good. Like, I really enjoyed them, especially Miss Jessie. Miss Jessie was off the chain. I loved her though. So we had a good time with them, and so we're still kicking off Model Appreciation Month. We have male models in tonight, and we're going to get their perspective of the industry as well. And so it's been good. But before I go any further, I just want to make sure that you guys know that I'm in the studio.
Okay.
You were feeling some kind of way with my boy Richie Sky.
I'm loving that applause.
You enjoying yourself? So
I always enjoy myself when I come up here. Argue with you a little bit,
right.
Talk to the guests, argue with you a little bit more,
right.
You know how we do.
It's all love. All right, so without further ado, we have in the studio male model Damien is in the building. So you gotta give it up to him. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. So glad that you could be here to continue Model Appreciation Month with us. Just tell our listening audience a little bit about you and how you got into the modeling industry.
Originally from Annapolis, Maryland. I reside in Baltimore, but I've been in the modeling industry for about 3 years now. Just doing my thing, man. You know, networking with different people, photographers, different fashion designers and things of that nature, but just trying to get in the door, baby, you know.
How did you get started? Like, how did you actually, like, set foot into the modeling world?
My first shoot was something that was just kind of like a freestyle mission, so after that I started getting a lot of feedback from different photographers.
Okay.
You know, people was reaching out trying to use me for projects or whatever, so, you know, I was just doing that, kind of not, you know, I didn't expect to be in the industry, so I was getting the feedback and I was like, you know, maybe I can jump ahead, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So since then I've just been putting my best foot forward, man, and you know, dropping heat every chance I get.
Okay.
So
you find that you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, I love it, man. It's cool.
Okay. I used to do a little bit of it, but you know what? I don't like being in front of the camera. You know, unless I'm taking a selfie. You know, I'm good then because I can control how it looks.
Selfies is the way of the world now. You know what I mean? They're all over the place. Yeah, but you get comfortable with it after a while, you know.
You do.
Yeah,
So, where can people follow you at? You on Instagram? You on Facebook or anything like that?
Yeah.
So people can know who you are while we're talking to you.
I'm on Facebook at Damien the Model. I'm on Instagram at Dame the Model, D-A-M-E, and I'm also on Twitter at model_moldman, MOULDMAN.
Nice.
Also, and also you can find me on Great Entertainment website. It's a agency I'm with down in Atlanta, so greatentinc.com, you know what I'm saying? So I'm all over the place.
You rep in every single area.
Yes, sir.
That's how you do it.
DMV, baby.
That's how you stay employed. That's how you stay useful.
Yes, sir.
So, Damien, what's your favorite part of modeling? Like, what really intrigued you about being a male model? It really sparked your interest. So you know what, I could do that.
Man, just the fans and the feedback, man, it's motivation for me.
Okay.
Cause you know sometimes you question yourself. At the beginning, that's what I was doing, but that's like motivation. You know, when you hear it from other people, it's motivation to do it. So it helps me realize that I can do it. You know what I mean? That I can get up in there and compete with the best.
Gotcha. That's what's up. I ain't mad at that.
So you had never thought about doing this before that?
Never, bro. I mean, I was a sports guy.
Isn't that usually how it works?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know, I tried it out, man. It's working for me. I think I found a little niche.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So are you more fascinated with doing runway, or you're fascinated being behind the camera, or what really gets you, like, you know?
Both, man. I can do the runway very well. I've done a lot more print work, but I can perform at both.
Okay. All right. Like when you're just in your downtime or whatever, around your boys or whatever, do other guys feel some kind of way that you're a male model, that you're in this industry? Because, you know, this, you know, the masculinity sometimes of men can be overwhelming, and then they feel like, well, you're modeling. Wait a minute, that's what chicks do. Like, what do you know?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like that?
Well, you know, my close homeboys, they supportive all day long. You know what I mean? But
As they should be.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
know
I say.
mean? So, you know, some of my work is kind of a little crazy. Like, you know, you can't be letting them pictures pop up on my timeline early in the morning like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, but they supportive. They know what it's about. You know, they know it's a dream of mine. And, you know, the outsiders looking in, you know, everybody think whatever, but as long as I got that core support, it's all good with me.
All right, cool. All right, we have another guest in the studio. We have, I've known you quite some time now.
Very, very long
Yeah,
time.
quite some time. We have Luis Valdez is in the building.
Hello,
What's up, sir?
everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Yes.
So, Luis,
Yes.
tell our listening audience and my guest co-host Richie Sky how you got into, you know, to get into modeling, to be the male model that you are today, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'd say it started maybe around 2002. You know,
Okay.
straight out of high school. You know, never thought about modeling before. You know, I was a little gym rat before. And the guy named Vernon, he's the author of a couple books, and I'm on his front cover of his book.
Okay.
He found me and he put me into R&J Productions.
Okay.
And that's with Ruth and Juan. And ever since then, it kind of just took off, you know, doing print work and commercials. I actually did a video out in LA,
Right.
you know, just kind of just took off from there, you know, pretty much. Modeling started to be something that I loved to do and use modeling as a platform to elevate myself,
Right.
you know, and that definitely elevated me into videos and acting, which landed me onto a TV web series called Anacostia,
Yeah.
you know, directed by Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, I call him Shawnee O'Neal. He knows. Call him Little Shawnee. He liked to stir the pot, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Would be Anthony, I guess, if he didn't do that.
Good folks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just kind of launched everything, opened up the doors for another platform into fitness.
Right.
You know, which I started my own fitness brand and my own fitness company called LMVJ Fit, and now I have a boot camp
Okay.
brand. You know, with a partner of mine by Patrice Jones. We run a boot camp every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Oh gosh.
And yeah, it's down at Anacostia Park in front of the Skate Pavilion.
Okay. Wow. So you just,
Yeah.
how you find time to for yourself?
You know, I make time when I need to, but right
What?
now,
Who needs that?
Right. I'm sorry. I mean, I do a lot, but I gotta find some time for me somewhere. I don't just going away, just going to up the street, something, just away from people. I
it's
just
the
need
push, man. It's the push. It's the motivation. It's the drive. It's what you want.
Right.
It's that hunger. It's that
Oh, I
everything
know
you
all
want
about it.
You know, so
I feel you.
you know, I'm not going to sleep until I make it all the way to
I
the
feel
top.
you. I'm
you
with
know?
you on that.
Absolutely.
Definitely. What is it about, you know, once you got into modeling that really made you say, you know what, I really would like to do this for as long as I can? Like, what grabbed you immediately?
The doors that open up for you for modeling, you know, it's the possibilities are endless. It's the people that you meet, the positivity, the feedback, the just overall the opportunity that's presented to you just from modeling. You know, you can go in so many different directions just from modeling. It's amazing, you
Okay.
know, and especially when you get hooked around good people,
Right.
you know, that actually want to see you know, excel in your brand and your business and what you're doing, and not step on your toes, you know, and allow you to grow within the industry. It's a blessing. So.
And this could go for either you, Luis, or you, Damien. When does it get to a point now that you guys have done quite a bit? When does it get to a point where somebody actually to be a part of something, rather be a fashion show, rather be a photo shoot, rather be for you, Luis, acting in a production? When do you get to a point where it's like, you know what, I don't think that fits for me? And then when you do that, do you feel like people feel like you're on this Hollywood kick, or you on this trip, or you think you all this, that, and the third? So
I think that lies with how you brand yourself.
Okay.
You know, when you start to excel and elevate yourself, a lot of people don't like to downgrade per se, you know, but keeping their appearance up here, you know, and I think that's where a lot of that confusion comes into misunderstanding, like you doing something that actually puts you in a better place, and then you going back and doing something that might have the audience and the viewers look at you differently. Like, I used to do that to get to where I'm at. Now that I'm here, I don't want to go back that way. I did my part, you know, now I want to keep it here and keep moving forward, and not what they call backwards.
right. Do you feel the same way, Damien?
Yeah, I did all that. I mean, you always want to progress in whatever you do. You don't want to, I mean, it's like working up the ladder to get to a top-notch job, then going back to work at McDonald's. You don't want to, I mean, if that's what you have to do, but, you know, you always want to go up and up and up. And, you know what I'm saying? It's not really that you feel bigger than the job. It's like you see the progress within yourself. You know what I mean? So it's about growth.
Yes.
Got you. When you guys, you know, whether you're doing a fashion show, a photo shoot, what have you, and you're around your, as I say, your compadres or your colleagues, the other male models, do you feel there's tension or competition in the room? Like, for instance, some females may feel that way because they, you know, females are like that, but do you feel that way with other male models?
Not at all. I think it's more prevalent in the female industry, you know what I mean? Because we more supportive. I know me personally, I'm more supportive because we not really out here heavy like the females. So when I see a male model doing their thing,
Right.
I'm all the way supportive, man. I'm like, we reaching for the same common goal.
Right.
We all bringing something different.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, and I ask that question all the time. Every time I've done this for 4 years, I just try to see if I hear the same answers from different male models that I've had on the show, and I hear pretty much the same answers every year. But I just like to know that everybody's still it's still relevant.
No question,
you know,
man.
that answer.
I'm always like that, man. It's like some male models don't like to look at other male models like that, and I'm like, it's not even. You know what I mean? You supporting a guy that's reaching
Right.
for the same dream you after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
So-
on that, definitely. That's good stuff. I just like to know that that in this type of industry that guys are just more supportive of each other and aren't as catty as women can be. I'm not saying all
Right.
female models are in modeling. Because I also find that, I asked this question last week with my curvy girls because it's also the same answer with them. So in their industry, they're not catty either because it's their industry is up in the uprise.
Right.
So, and another thing is that they see a lot of their same colleagues because they all are in the same shows or
Right.
photo shoots or involvement with different brand campaigns like
Right.
Lane Bryant and all those. So I wanted to know if it was the same way with them, and they pretty much had the same answers as you guys have. Like, no, we have to support each other because of our industry being, it's up on the uprise, but it's still a small
Right. portion
of the industry. Versus you have your more standard size models who are more catty because it's even though it's broad, but they seem like they still feel that cattiness and that competition thing has to go on and happen.
It can
So.
go sometimes when you had a photo shoot and it's a bunch of guys there and you all don't know why they're there, It could be just from the photographer saying, I want this guy right here to be in the center. And now the people around him start talking because they have that special privilege. Like, why is he in the middle? We all here together. We all at the same time. You might get that,
Right.
but that's as far as it goes.
Have you guys had any, I'm not gonna say bad, but less fortunate experiences since y'all been in the game?
Yeah.
They're coming along the way.
Absolutely.
How has that helped you or not helped you in your endeavors of being in the industry? Those moments.
The experience.
So rather it's good or bad, it's just
Yeah, but you learn from it. You begin to know what to look for. You recognize real, you recognize fake, you recognize when somebody actually wants to help you out. You recognize the ones that just say, I'm gonna use the hell out of them. I'm just gonna use them up until I can't get anything else, and then, throw them to the sideline and pick my next victim. You know how to see that in people. And you know who to work with, who not to work with.
Right.
And you just create your list of good, and I'm gonna leave them alone.
Got it. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's what's up. Is there anything that in the industry that you haven't done that you still want to do, as far as modeling is concerned?
Oh man, it's probably a lot. I don't know, it's endless opportunities, man. I want to get out. I've never actually been out of the country, so that's a market that I'm after.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's big over there, you know what I mean, in other countries, so
Right.
me not even being able to get out of the country just for anything, for going for modeling will be real big, you know what I mean? So that's something I would look forward to.
You, Louise? Same thing?
I always wanted to do like be on a billboard somewhere.
Okay.
I've yet to accomplish that, but
Okay.
the closest I've got was Andrew Noel, being one of his spokesmale models.
Okay.
And being on his website and
Oh, that's
some of his
big.
stands.
Because every time he goes to the website, they see you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a really, really good designer.
That's what's up. Okay, cool. Did you have anything, Richie?
Not yet.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick music break. When we come back, we're going to have more with the guys. Keep it locked. More Style Chronicles in a minute. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah. What? You know what? I'm gonna need that button pressed because every time you do that, it say my name.
Good old Richie Sky.
I'm leaving. Your tires will be flat when you go outside.
Oh, threats. Okay, well, I did threaten you
You
earlier.
did.
I
You did.
did.
Big threats deserves another.
That is true. All right, Kenya. Make me drag you. I gotta grab you by your beard because you don't have no hair.
No props though.
Okay.
No props.
Right,
No
I need
props.
to wear my bullhorn. Cousin, where my bullhorn? I need my bullhorn. I need my scepter.
See, what we're not gonna do today.
Right, well, see what we're not gonna do is
Not gonna do.
we ain't gonna have props.
Is that.
I ain't gonna be able to do that. All right, so we're kicking off Model Appreciation Month this month. Last week I had my Curvy Girls on, and tonight we have male models in the studio with Luis Valdez and Damian Molden is in the building talking about fashion, modeling, all that good stuff. But before we get back to them, I have who's also no stranger to modeling. I just thought about that today, like right when I came in the studio.
But not really.
Right, but you still do. I mean, you do your thing.
I do my thing, but I'm not these guys. These guys, they the mob.
I mean, but you tap in. You put your little
I
big,
dibble
your
and
big
dabble
toe,
a little bit.
your big toe in the water, right?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So it's time for True Life with Troy Richardson. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Troy.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. You know, I always am inspired with you, your True Life.
I'm inspired by you.
Yeah, so I need that. You know, I need it today.
As well as you, Richie, too.
Yeah. So I need that. I need that True Life.
Okay.
All right. So what you got for us today?
Well, I got some tips. You know how to get a quick shred down if you're trying to expose that male type.
Yes, Troy. Yes. Yes. Richie and I was just talking about we got to be naked for the summer. I got to do what I need to do.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into that and also talk about the difference between like how to get a bodybuilding physique and like an overall mass physique and what it takes to have that aesthetic look when you're aspiring to be a model.
Okay, so Troy, this is what I need to do. I mean, I'm done with the whole modeling thing, but I need when it's time for events and people invite me to events, the rooftops, a lot of people have stuff outside. I need when I show up that everybody stop and look at me.
But they do that already though.
I mean, but I need them to really break their neck this time. Like, need to call 911, let people know, I got an emergency. Somebody just broke their neck because they was trying, looking at me when I came into the building or outside. So, I'm just, letting you know that, Troy. So,
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what I need.
For people who don't know, I'm Troy the Trainer, lifestyle coach, creator, and lead trainer of True Force Integrative Health and Fitness Systems, which is a personal training company that utilizes holistic approaches to health, fitness, and wellness to ensure maximum efficiency and long-lasting results with all my clients.
That's what's it.
So before we get off, I'm going to hit everybody with a quote. Let's do that.
Right.
So the quote is from Thomas Carlyle. It goes, "He who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything."
I like that.
So your health is everything,
Nice.
inside and out. So that's
Stealing
first and
that
foremost.
for the next
Troy,
one.
that was kind of like a Chronicle message.
It's
Yeah,
what-
yeah, that was good. Yeah, I like
That's gonna
that.
be my next one.
Go see.
I'm
Now
not.
you still in. Oh, man, I tell you.
So some quick things we're gonna get into as far as we were talking about before, like how to get a quick shred in that body, how to expose it for the summer, keep you looking good. So the first one would be green leafy vegetables. A lot of foliage, the greener the better. So you want that color, you want that vibrant color, and that's not gonna have a lot of calories associated with it. So if you're trying to shred a little bit, drop your calories. Adding spinach, baby kale doesn't have like a bitter taste to it, so you can do like baby spinach, baby kale, throw it in like a protein shake, so you have your protein concentration. Maybe do a little bit of like bananas for like that quick carb, so that way you have energy for your workout, but it's not really calorie dense. So if you're trying to shred, that's a quick way to do that.
Okay.
Also start lean. So what that means is, if in 7 days you're not looking to make super drastic changes, this is more of like a kickstart, how to kind of show that definition, remove that water weight. So to actually remove water, you actually want to take in water. And the reason being is it's an irrigation process. So as the body's getting rid of toxins, you're always wanting to replenish it with new water sources. So that way that as so it's an oxidation of fat. So fat doesn't burn without water, without oxygen, really. So as you're dropping pounds, if you're doing like a cardio session or a high interval training type session, you want to drink that much more water to keep that process more efficient.
Okay.
So I'll say that. Also, do the math. Calories are very important. If you're gonna go into a situation where you're trying to drop some pounds quick, of course the calories need to come down, but you don't want to make it too drastic. So anything over 1,000 out of your meal and a shot is gonna force the body into a starvation mode. what's gonna happen then is the body's gonna have to make decisions. You don't want that. That means you're gonna store more fat than you're burning.
All right.
That's the one.
Troy, hold that. We got somebody on the line. Style Chronicles, WPB Radio.
Hey, this is Raheem.
Hey, what's up, Raheem? How are you?
Y'all have Luis on that show tonight.
Yeah, he in the building. His bald himself in the building with his protein shake. You know he never stops.
I just want to let y'all know Luis is a wonderful person. He
aight.
wonderful. He did official launch on a T-shirt last year. So Luis, keep up the good work, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Round of applause.
Yeah, round of applause. Yeah, Luis, he aight. I know he aight. How you been? You good?
I'm good. We're getting ready for the white party. We got some really cool things coming up. So,
Cool.
And we're actually making a commemorative T-shirt. So
Okay.
we're reaching out for some folks who want to do some modeling for our shirts.
Okay.
And there you have it.
There you have it. Bam.
I just realized who this was.
This Raheem just said something.
Exactly.
I just realized who it was.
You know, that's Richie, Raheem. Richie Sky. I got Richie Sky in the building. He's my guest co-host tonight.
Hey!
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, you got a great co-host.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
God. Please don't pump his head up, Raheem. Please don't.
Are you trying to get a permanent position?
Okay.
He trying.
Listen. The seat on the couch. Is mine.
He trying to get a permanent seat. I don't know.
I'm gonna be hosting next week by myself.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Listen, Portia may need a job.
Oh. You know what? Don't start right here.
Raheem, since we got you on the phone, now you can answer the question. When are you going to join the boot camp?
Oh, on the spot.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that is a question.
Yeah, 6 months later.
I plan to join the boot camp after Philly Pride. So I'm gonna give you a call. I'm gonna join the boot camp, and I'm gonna take that challenge.
There you go.
All right. Well, he said it. I got it on record.
That's right.
So
Raheem, we
hey,
holding you to that.
right. So I mean, you gotta stick to what you say, Raheem, because Luis gonna find you.
No,
So you
I
better.
know.
Okay.
Louis will track me down.
Yes, he will. I'm sure he will. Thank you so much for calling in, Raheem. You know, I will be at the white party this year. I'm already anticipating what to wear and all that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, Richie and I were just talking about that earlier.
Well, we love you guys, and
Yes.
just wanted to give you a shout out, and we continue to do the work that you're doing, man. I love you.
Love you too, man. You be good, stay healthy, all that good stuff, and I'll see you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye. Good old Raheem from El Sora. He's been on the show, family to the show, all that good stuff. Been on several times. So I'm glad he called in to give a shout out to Luis. So that's good stuff.
Good folks.
All right, Troy. I'm sorry for the interruption.
It's all good.
Go back to
It's
the
all
true
good.
life because I need that in my spirit, not my spirit, but my spurt. So
Last week we talking about like doing the math and that involves your calorie count. So let's say for instance you're about a man who weighs like 185. That's roughly 2,000 to like 2,200 calories. That supports that weight. So you would drop that by maybe 500 the first week, and that wouldn't cause the body to go into that starvation mode, and then you can start dropping your calories. Then, even in that process, when it comes to your carb count, shoot for something around 30, because 20% of those are already going to go to brain function anyway. So the body takes about 20% of calories, your total calories, and that just goes straight to brain function.
So Troy, does this work for somebody? Say for instance, a dude is he's a muscular dude, he's big dude, but he realized he has too much like muscle weight on. Is that something that will work for somebody like that, or is it somebody who's not healthy?
Well, I mean, see, a calorie. So it all goes down to a calorie count to support that weight. So if he's trying to drop weight and he wants that to be,
Like he wants to be leaner versus having all this muscle mass on.
So if he wants to drop that muscle, yes, he would have to go into a situation where his calorie count won't support his weight.
Okay.
So let's say that guy like me, I'm 220, so I need about 2,400 calories. So anything less than that, every single day will cause me to lose that mass.
Okay.
As long as I make sure my carb count isn't too high and my protein count is pretty moderate, it still won't add up to what I need to support my weight and my mass.
So you need how many calories for the weight that you're at right now?
About 20, anywhere from 22 to 2,400.
So what does that mean you're eating? Okay, because this is a personal question. Because I'm 212,
Right.
but we look completely different.
Okay.
But what are you eating at like that's 200?
You're 212?
Yeah, I'm 212.
Where? Because your height?
I have no idea.
Probably about 6'3".
Shoot, I was
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that
it's
plays
your
a part
height.
into it.
'Cause I'm like,
if you
where
carry a
is
lot of mass
that?
in your legs,
Yeah.
that plays a part into it.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest muscle group in the body, so that would generally have the most weight.
Okay.
So that plays a factor into it.
So what are you eating? Like that's like, cause I'm trying to like I like to eat. That's my problem. I think.
Yeah, you salt and butter food all the time.
So I'm trying to get like a 6-pack, but it ain't happening right now.
Well,
Because you eat too much. Stay away from all that damn
What are you
food.
eating? What 2,400 calories?
yeah, it's
That's
the
not.
right stuff though. The good.
Right,
Believe
not
it,
no,
I mean,
not whatever it is you eat.
We're not gonna talk about that. I want to know what you're eating, not what I'm eating.
Yeah, okay.
Well, okay, so believe it. All right, so I tell a lot of my clients and people I run into ask me questions. It's not so much about what you're eating, it's just how you eat it. So
Okay.
you go to, let's say, like a Wendy's or something like that, get a cheeseburger. I'm not saying I don't eat cheeseburgers. I just don't eat it the way they make it. Like mine's a leaner cut of meat.
Okay.
The bread is more of a whole grain. It's a better sauce. The cheese I try to get is organic as I possibly can get it. I pile up vegetables on my burger, so it's like a damn near small salad on my burger.
Okay.
So I'm getting my greens in. I'm getting my vegetable count in. I'm getting my slow carbs from the bread. I'm getting a lean source of protein. You know what I mean? So all that
Okay.
plays, and then a good source of fat. So I'll maybe chop up some avocado on the side. Or if I'm like pan-searing the burger, I'll do coconut oil for the good fat. So like my plate just looks different from yours. It's
Gotcha.
roughly the same thing, just a better sauce.
Okay.
You don't got all that unnecessary foolishness going
All
on.
right.
Well, I would say really, and I would even what I'm talking about as far as how to drop and shed some pounds to kind of show that definition in the abs, especially the abdomen. Like slow digesting carbs would be things like your sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are like, superfood, really.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's a high, source
I
of
hear
magnesium,
that a lot.
potassium. So once it goes to the bloodstream, it's slowed by the fiber that's naturally in it.
Okay.
And it takes a long time for your body to digest, relatively a long time, versus like a piece of fruit, which is more of a simple carb.
Gotcha.
Now, even though there's fiber in the fruit, it would digest quicker than, say, your potato or like brown rice, which has a lot of fiber in it as well.
Okay.
And that's how you start to, you get on. Okay, so what happens is when the body spikes insulin a lot from like a lot of processed foods, there's no fiber to slow that induction down. So it goes straight to the bloodstream. If you're not using it, it's going to be metabolized as fat. Until later down the road, if your calorie count will support that, you will metabolize it as fat. But a lot of us are digesting these sugars, to the point where you're not being full of it because there's no fiber in it. There's nothing really sustaining in that except just high calories.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no use for it. So it's just dumping it more into the system, and then the body has to figure out what to do with it. So is this fat. What can be controlled, what can be stored in the muscle, gets stored in the liver, and then what can't be stored in the liver gets created as fat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I would say you can cut your calories, keep your protein moderately high, but just eat slow carbs. So that way even though you're reducing your meals, you'll feel satisfied longer.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Stop putting all that nonsense
Okay.
on the
Okay.
And another tip, for a quick shred, like we talked about last show, I think last two shows, talking about like gluten intolerance.
Oh, right, yeah.
Situations where if you can't tolerate.
I need gluten-free water and air. Ain't that what we talked about? Because it was
We
when
talked
Sharella
about
was on, right?
gluten-free
And we doing
air, right.
gluten-free air. I don't know.
You was over in the corner trying to get some gluten.
Right. We tried to go over to Wendy's. They didn't sell any gluten-free water or air. And that's what I needed.
A lot of people don't even know what gluten is.
Right. Well, yeah. I guess could you explain because you explained it before. Can you explain what gluten is so people know what?
So gluten is like that.
But that's true, Louis.
It's like it's what keeps the like materials like together. So like it's like a sugar that really you can't really digest. Kind of like lactose. Like a lot of us have issues digesting lactose, and it's like some material you just can't really digest, and it causes a lot of inflammatory issues in the GI tract. And what happens is the body, if it can't digest it or it becomes an irritant or allergen, it'll attack it. and cause a histamic response similar to like any other allergy you would get, like
Right.
bee stings or like pollen.
Right.
You know, the body thinks it's a foreign agent and it will attack it.
Gotcha. Ugh. Yeah, I need that gluten-free water.
And see, the
Too many toxins in the world.
when I think about gluten, so like you have it in milk, it'll be in bread. That's what gives it that nice soft squishy taste. And then when you go process it, like you say, like a lot of white bread, it's removing all that fiber, all the good stuff in it out. So now you just have this soft, mushy piece of,
I haven't had white bread in years.
Yeah, but it's-
since I was a
but it's-
kid.
I know you know. That's
Yeah.
why.
I don't even know what it looks like anymore. I just don't. Yeah, I have no idea.
But it's palatable. It tastes good, so
Right.
that's why they do that. But you want to try to remove that, and that way, if you have any intolerances, it won't cause that bloating, because that'll ruin that effect on the abdominal wall too. Like
Right,
if
on
you-
Ricky's six-pack, right?
Right on the six pack.
I'm just gonna say that would ruin Richie's six-pack. That's all I'm saying.
Caught that late.
I did. I was paying attention to what he said.
I know, that's
I
why
got
I
this
laughed
peanut
at
gallery
Brock.
over here.
Right, there's no peanut gallery. I'm almonds, not peanuts. Get it right. Almonds over here.
So when I come back in, I got my six pack. Don't
I ain't
say,
gonna
don't say nothing.
I'm gonna congratulate. I'm gonna give
Oh,
you.
you
I'm
should.
gonna give you the applause.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because that's what's going
I'm not
on.
gonna hate.
Now that you're doing all this talking.
No, I'm not doing it to be slick or anything. I'm just saying I want you to get your six pack. That's what you want. I want you to be as happy as you're gonna be for the summer.
See, why we got to go through this every time I'm here?
What? I'm in your corner. I'm your biggest cheerleader, Richie. Seriously.
Go to the corner then.
Okay, fine. All right. You're gonna
Back
find
to you,
another
Troy.
better cheerleader than me. I tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Troy.
Back to the six pack.
I digress.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Other thing too would be, believe it or not, to load up on your carbohydrates the night before. So let's say you have a big shoot or something. Like, let's say there's 2 days before like a shoot or something like that. Right? So you load up on carbohydrates, and what that does is that saturates the muscle with glucose, which is what's needed for any type of contraction, any real production of movement in the body. So like glucose is what's needed to keep, like I said, brain function, blinking my eyes. Any movement I'm doing right now, it takes energy source to do that. That's
Okay.
what glucose is responsible for.
Okay.
When you don't have, any carbohydrates freestanding, such as like sugar, starches, all that's still sugar. It's just different versions of it. So fruit, the body will convert protein and fats into a usable source of sugar
Okay.
in the absence of carbohydrates.
Gotcha.
And that's done when, like I said, when you deplete it, the liver, takes what it has, dumps it in the muscle, and then fat is broken down and replenished what the liver did. Liver got rid of. So that's that whole process. That's that, what's called like lipolysis, or breaking down of fat, like glycolysis or creation of sugar. Glucogenesis, which is creation of sugar. It's all that's part of like the Krebs cycle. So not to get too deep, but that's how they work.
You're getting deep. I felt like you just called me a bad word, but I didn't.
Probably did. But you load up on carbs the night before. You load up the night before, so that way you go to the gym and kill it. And then after you post workout, you up your protein concentration to help with the repair. And then that night you stay away from the carbs. So the next morning you'll have that pump look, but it won't be, the muscle won't be completely drained. Because like when you sleep, that's why you have that flat look when you wake up, because overnight the body goes through.
That's why people now they tagging on Instagram. I woke up like this.
Oh my.
Really? You woke up like that? No, you didn't. You didn't wake up like that. Show me the real picture.
Filter.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's you have that flat look when the muscle is depleted of that glucose. So
Okay.
So when you wake up in the morning, that's why it's called break fast, because when you wake up in the morning, you're replenishing those stores. And believe it or not, the best time to burn fat is when you sleep, because you're not eating anything.
Right.
So the body has to switch to that cycle and metabolize fat to keep you alive. If you do that, you die in your sleep.
Wow.
Relatively.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah. Then last but not least, actually maintain your salt content. You don't want to remove a lot of salt out of your diet, because salt is important. It's important electrolysis. Electrolytes, so like Gatorade actually has salt in it.
Okay.
And that actually keeps that chain working, like potassium, magnesium, all those are your electrolytes to keep you from dehydrating, to keep the muscle from cramping. You need potassium for that. Magnesium helps bone function along with vitamin D. So it was a quick way to.
You know what, Troy? Okay, I get so not confused, but it's just like, okay, I try. I've told you this plenty of times. I'm not a foodie, so I watch what I eat. And I'm very cautious of what I eat and how much I eat and when I eat it. But it's like all this is like, don't eat too much of this, but you need some of that. But don't take too much of this because you need that. But like, that's too much. Like, it's too much on my brain cells to try to figure out what to stay away from, but I still need some of it and try to make the point.
Well, it's an easy way to look at it.
How about that?
Well,
Damn, it's too
you could
much.
try that.
It's just too much, Troy.
No, but I mean, easy.
I know, I get it. I'm very at it.
Like, all right, so for me, I stick to 4 meals. I can't do the 6 like everybody's out. It's really based on, what's realistic in your life. Like, I can go out and tell, man, go eat 6 meals and he may only eat 2. Like, it's.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing, Troy. Don't tell me to eat 6 meals. I've been trying to
Please
get 3.
tell me to eat 6 meals.
I've been trying to get in 3. I think I do damn good with that. But 6, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Right. Well, I would see. It's more about the frequency. So the frequency in your intake helps, your metabolism, become more efficient and raise it, and that's due to the introduction of calories on a consistent basis. So there's no need for the body to make decisions. It's like, okay, I'm getting a constant source of energy. I can move and function optimally, and I don't have to worry about going into a starvation mode. Like when you eat 1 time a day and it's sporadic, well, what would you do? Like if you were, if you could be your body, what would you do? Like, well, you probably
hold on to every little bit. Because I used to be that dude, though. I used to be because I was so self-conscious of gaining weight and stuff like that. Like, I don't have time. I'm just gonna eat my meal.
Right.
But as I'm getting older, I realized that I need to eat more and snack in between. So I'm trying to be cognizant of that.
And I mean, at the end of the day, it's still like a reduction in calories. So eventually you'll lose weight, but it's going to be a very long, drawn out,
process, right.
slow process. Right. You're going to be lethargic. Like I said, like we talked about before, like 20% of what you intake already is going to brain function. And you'll, and honestly, like if not 100% of that, it's carbohydrates. So if you're absent of that, then the body has to take more energy to convert the protein and fat to usable sugar for the brain. Like that's a long process. You're gonna be tired.
Right.
Nothing's gonna be efficient. So easy way, but just look at your plate. Like your plate should represent what you're trying to do. If you want to be leaner and you want to, have more muscle definition, more content, then your plate didn't reflect that. Like your carbs shouldn't be taking up half of your plate. Like it should be a small section there for your carbohydrates. Dedicate more of that space to your protein. And a good space for your fats, like we talked about coconut oil, peanut oil, peanut butter, like all that stuff is good.
Okay.
Fish is really fatty, like salmon for that matter, it's really fatty. You need those fats for brain function, along with the carbohydrates. So your plate should be reflective of what you're trying to do. If you want to gain weight, you want to get big, well then you take some of those protein, the concentration of protein you have, add more carbohydrates. Now you're going to be creating more mass. A good portion of that will maybe be fat, but maybe you need that. Maybe a person who's really, really lean, can't put any fat on. There's some ways to do that.
Gotcha. You always giving true life. I tell you, Troy. You always making me, just my mind going and try to be on top of, make sure I'm doing the right things. Cause you be giving me too much sometimes. Be brain overload. So Troy, how can people reach out to you? If they want to, have a talk with you about losing weight or adding more muscle mass or getting rid of muscle mass and all that good stuff.
Reach me at Troy the Trainer on Facebook or lrncoaching@gmail.com. The lifestyle camps are coming up in mid-May, so we're going to be talking about that real soon. Catch me on social media. I'll be putting out some information, and I have a couple giveaways, so stay tuned for that.
Cool.
All right.
Are you going to stay tuned or you leaving? Are you going to stick around for a little bit? All right, so we're going to stick around with Troy. Because I want to just get your insight on some of the modeling you've been doing too, Troy. Yeah, all right, cool. So we're going to have more with Damian, Luis. Troy's going to stick around. More Style Chronicles in a minute. Don't go nowhere. People, we're back. Thank you for sticking around. We're still kicking off Model Appreciation Month. We have the guys, the male models in the building. And I didn't even mention what our chronicle for tonight is, Richie.
What is it?
Mannerisms.
What?
Yeah. Get it?
Look at that.
Mannerisms. Get it?
So smart.
That's what Mama told me. She said I'm real smart. As smart, as important. Kind. All right, guys. So we still have Louise, Damien is still here, and Troy's sticking around. We're talking more about modeling and fitness and health and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna start with Damien. Damien, what do you do to, Troy just gave us his true life. What do you do to stay fit for this industry we call fashion?
Man, unfortunately, I don't have the knowledge like my man Troy right here, but I kind of just do what works for me. I definitely try to eat healthy for the most part, and I work out. Try to work out at least 3 times a week.
Okay.
With the weights incorporated, and I like to do a lot of home, push-ups and calisthenics.
Oh, so you like just home remedy type dude, like just back in the day, like when no equipment was around.
Penitentiary workouts.
Yeah.
The jailhouse
See, I wasn't gonna say that.
He was dancing around that.
To say home remedy type to try to make it a little, stylish or PG per se. I didn't really want to go there with that, but
Actually,
y'all said it.
I'm trying to get more of the knowledge behind it because I do want to kind of bulk up a little bit. I mean, I have a genetic. All this is kind of genetic for
Okay.
me. You know what I mean? So along with the additional workouts that I do, it keeps me fit.
So you just maintain.
Yeah, so I just maintain, but I do want to bulk up a little bit.
Do you think that would hinder you in any way, shape, or form from what you do now?
Bulking up?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to look too big. You know.
You want to look like you hurting.
Yeah. I like the shape that I am. As long as I can maintain that or get just a tad bit bigger.
But you know what though? Like, I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm just
Good.
telling to you. But that's kind of what we're talking about, the aesthetic look, like that overall, realistic physique, like versus just mass. Like, Damien, he could put on 15, 20 pounds overall his entire body and still have an aesthetic look. Things just be more defined, a little larger, but he doesn't have to get crazy to put on more mass.
Right.
Like that's what we talked about before. Like aesthetics is symmetry. It's the body's like lines. Like you want to see definition. You want to see some separation, and you want to see some fullness. But it doesn't have to be a whole bunch of mass to do that.
I think that's part of I want to say my fear for me, because ideally I do want to put on a little bit, but with me being small framed and so short, I would just feel like I would have no neck. I just feel like I would be just.
It don't
just
come that
physically
quick.
awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Because my mindset is I'm weird. So my mindset is like.
Yeah, we know that.
Right, exactly. So I'm just like, oh hell no, I can't. People already look at me probably sort of kind of way anyway. I don't need you to be looking at me because I look weird physically. But that's just in my own mind. I know realistically it's not that way, but I just have a whole twisted mind in my head. So
Yeah, I'm also trying to stay active, man. I mean, people like, man, why you work out? You already fit and all that. It ain't gonna stick around if you stop. You know what I mean? So you gotta keep it pushing. So I try to more so stay active, incorporate the workouts. Definitely try to keep the healthy food in rotation because that's key.
right.
I know that's one thing I learned. As far as the knowledge behind it, you gotta eat right. You can work out 1,700 times a week and go home and eat up the whole refrigerator with the wrong stuff, and it's
You just kind of.
He just had a moment.
you know what I mean. So,
I'm not even commenting. I'm staying right here with David. I ain't going to go this way.
You just described how like.
yeah, so I don't do much in the way of like I don't really get in depth with the workouts like I should, but I maintain what I do.
That's good.
So.
And Luis, I mean, I see you all over social media, with you found new adventure, and talk about the challenge that you be posting all the time.
Absolutely. Well,
What's going on with that?
I am a promoter of Styyle.
Okay.
And within Styyle, we have what we call the challenge,
Okay.
aka Project 10 Kids Challenge. And what the challenge is, it is surrounded, pretty much, we help adults lose weight. And within this program called Project 10 Kids, every 10 pounds that an adult loses, they end up donating 30 free nutritious meals to an organization for kids that deal with childhood obesity.
I like that.
So what we created was the boot camp for challengers. And everybody that joins the challenge gets to come to the boot camp for free.
Mm.
So we help them in the system attain their goals. So every time somebody comes in there and they want to lose the weight and actually don't mind paying it forward to the less fortunate kids, by losing their weight, they end up paying it forward to these kids that actually don't have it and less fortunate to lose that weight that they want to lose.
Okay.
You know, kids, unfortunately, younger kids that deal with childhood obesity have to deal with being bullied, being teased, made fun of, you know, and don't have that
Right.
that ability. So with this program, it's pretty much geared towards giving back to our younger generation.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
you know, that's
How did it all come about for you?
one of my friends, he was on the challenge and I didn't really pay too much attention. He started the challenge and bit by bit he was starting to drop weight left and right, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds.
So he's a
then
big
like,
dude?
his name is Carlos Barr.
Okay.
You know, you can find him on my Facebook page.
Okay.
He is really good at what he does and he brought me into it.
For you to lose weight?
No, he brought me into the business part.
Oh, the business
So
part. I'm about to say. Okay.
I put myself on the challenge. He challenged me to lose my first 10 pounds on this challenge. And I did it. You
Okay.
know, it's meal replacements on top of metabolizer burners and vitamins and omega-3s and everything that you really pretty much need to help you assist you lose weight.
Okay.
Along with healthy eating. We teach that healthy eating and moderate working out and proper sleep and rest, you know, is all the major keys to actually losing that weight. And we teach as we, you know, teach boot camp, you know. Pretty much he showed me the way and I think about 3 weeks I lost 15 pounds. And that's just doing cardio and eating right. You know, that said a lot to me. I said, okay, this program can actually work. And I actually ended up donating my first 30 free meals to a kid, you know, on my behalf for free. Just me saying, you know what, I'm not gonna be selfish. I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it and actually pay it forward to somebody else. And that was enough for me to say, I wanna be a part of this. This is everything that I really look for within this fitness industry.
Okay.
You know, why not help somebody else versus I just want to lose weight for myself. You know, that selfish act that a lot of people just, I want to look good for just me. I don't care about anybody else.
Right.
If you have the opportunity to help somebody else, why not?
True. Very
You
true.
know?
Very true.
So that's why we have this boot camp down in Anacostia Park,
Okay.
in front of the Escape Pavilion, 1900 Anacostia Drive, Southeast Washington, D.C. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 a.m. and 7 p.m. and on Saturday mornings, 8 and 9 a.m. So, and it's free for everybody that actually joins the challenge. If you want to reach me, you can reach me at 301-706-9793. Or call me. We can get you started.
Cool. So you have women and men that join the
Women,
challenge?
men, everybody that has a goal,
Okay.
whether it's to lose 10 pounds of fat or to gain 10 pounds of lean muscle. It works in
Yeah, I was gonna ask that too.
It works in both directions.
And the six pack.
Okay.
The six pack with it.
Yeah, I'm paying it forward though.
Yeah.
Well, I see it on my timeline because you know I'm friends with Anthony, so I see all of these Anthony Keenan. I see all of these
Anthony
challenge-
Anderson
yeah.
has lost over 22
Yeah, so I'm like-
pounds, 22 pounds on the challenge.
That's what's up.
You know, so
He's
you
sticking
know,
with it.
Yeah.
That's what's
he
up.
does his thing.
Cool.
So, I mean, but other than that, I'm a fitness competitor.
So on the flip side, with the people who want to gain muscle mass, what is the regimen for that?
Well, pretty
Like,
much
what is their?
they get to eat, you know.
but not like.
No, we teach them how to eat lean.
Okay.
We give them the clean eating list. You know, it's provided with a grocery list that we have for people.
Is it extensive?
Not that extensive, but
Okay.
it's clean. It gives you a variety of what you can and can't eat. You know, pretty much it gives you what you can eat and stay within this, and you'll be fine. And then we work out what their calorie intake should be for gaining muscle. You know, lean muscle and packing on the muscle. You know, and it means to put it in simple form, is if you want to get small, you eat small. If you want to get big, you eat big. You know, it's just, it really just works
What
like
if you
that.
want to gain medium? You eat medium?
You know, you just keep eating until you feel like I'm right there where I need to be. You know, portion control.
Altoid, I'm down.
Oh, you gotta get the corner breeze you do for here.
Good night. Good night. Troy, can you tell people, the listeners, how you got into modeling? Because you are a model. So can you tell the listeners how you put your big toe in the water?
Actually, it was you know, your former lovely co-host, reality agent.
Yeah.
She is a client of mine, and together we successfully lost over 60 pounds.
Wow.
And she put on, in that process, about 8 pounds of muscle. She's still going. But yeah, she you
Just
know,
don't let her disappear on me, please. It seems like every time I see her, she's like, I'm like, where are you? I don't see you. Like the journey that she has been on with me for the 4 years, I mean, to see where she started and where she at now, just like I'm looking at a totally different person. No, from when I first met her back in 2006 or 8, one of the two. It was just like, to back then to now, it's like, is this the same person?
it's crazy. Even just, you know, in the time that I've known her, like, over the time, like, her mindset was, like, every week it was changing. It was always different. Like, her thought process was always, you know, what's my next goal? How can I be the next, you know, Kiani? Like, every day was different for her.
The real you every day.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
But I got into it because of her. She put a bug in my head and said, hey, you know, the people I model for, Joy Houston Bridal, like, they're looking for some male models. I thought you might be a good fit. Try it out. And I said, well, you know, I've never done it before. She's like, well, just give it a try. You know, see how you like it. See, you know, what can come of it. And when I auditioned, they liked me, so they kept me around. But funny story, like the first season, I just ran the camera. I didn't even get any FaceTime on the stage. Right? But I showed up on time. You know, let them know I was serious. I wanted to be a part.
You got good work ethics.
Yeah, you gotta have that. They gotta see that you know, you believe in what you're trying to do, so that way they can believe in you as well, right? So, so then the next season got a shot, did my thing, you know, look good on stage, you know, and I've been with them ever since.
That's what's up. So I take it you enjoy it.
I do enjoy it. I enjoy it more for the networking, but on top of that, like you're a representation of whatever you're modeling. So I'm modeling bridal tuxedos.
Right.
So I need to look like how you want your man to look when you get married.
Right.
You know, if I don't do that, I'm not doing my job.
Got you. Do you see yourself like expanding outside of bridal model? You know,
honestly,
being a bridal model, or you just want to stick to that?
Well, I mean, success leaves clues. So, like, if what I'm doing, you know, takes up more of my time, then I got to be realistic about it. I may not be able to dedicate any more time to pursuing modeling. You know, because you got to be realistic about that. You can't try to clutch at everything because you'll lose stuff in the process.
That's true. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So I think, you know, my clients, you know, they afford me the opportunity to get more into it, and I have the time, and it doesn't take away from
your
my
business
brand and what I'm doing.
I understand.
And I'll get into it. Like,
Cool. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Damien, do you have you had moments, you know, with modeling that you felt like, you know what, I think I've done all I can do, or you had moments where it's just like, you know what, maybe from just like a bad experience, or sometimes you have your moments when you do love something, but when you just have that time when, I mean, because I have it with the show. I've had moments, I've been doing it for so long, it's like,
Yes.
I'm just like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't know if I still have any life in me or motivation. Because we all have those days.
Yeah,
we just don't feel like we're motivated that particular day to do what it is that we love to do.
Yeah.
Because it's just so, it's a lot. It can be a lot.
I think those days come and go for me. Like, it's real quick in and out. Because I'm kind of early into it. So
Okay.
I definitely haven't reached the potential or level that's out there for me to get. You know what I mean? So every day I'm thinking like Luis mentioned earlier, the billboard. If I go up to Manhattan to the Big Apple and where Puffy was at, I'm trying to get up at it. You know what I mean? I'm looking out the window at my hotel and I'm like, I'm trying to get on that. You know what I mean? That's you know, things of that nature. But it's a lot more than that for me to reach too. So I'm just saying, like, it's above and beyond for me. I'm just willing to go the long haul. So.
Gotcha. Do you see yourself like tapping into other parts of art, like, you know, with Luis doing acting and stuff like that? You see yourself doing?
Yeah. Actually, I'm taking some acting courses, but I don't know what it is. It seems like it's a whole different market. Like I gotta kind of get my feet wet to get a little more comfortable with it, because I'm more comfortable with the modeling, and that's standing in front of the camera, which you still gotta be comfortable with. But acting is a whole nother ball game, bro. Like
it is.
Even just in the classes that I was taking, it's like, you know, we were doing that little scripts or whatever. I'm like, man, I don't know how these actors do it. You know what I mean? But I guess it's, you know,
it's layers. It's like you're peeling off layers
right,
that you never knew that you had.
Yeah, and my personality, I feel like I can do it. You know what I mean? It's just getting into it and actually, you know what I'm saying, doing it. But
I
that
think
is
a lot of
fear I
it's
want-
just taking down that wall and just letting all of your fears go and just
believing in myself for real. I did that when I started modeling as well. I second guessed myself a couple times, but I just know that, you know, with my personality, I meet people and I'm cordial with everybody I meet. So I don't see it being a problem getting in there if I get the opportunity.
Cool.
Yeah.
Luis, what has been some of your favorite designers since you've been modeling that you love wearing?
Just off the top,
Yeah.
designers, and I know one is Andrew Noel. Another one is Christopher Schaefer Clothier, and that's a suit company. They have the baddest suits that I've ever put on, you know, and being a spokesmodel for them, you know, I love the work. It speaks for itself, so, you know, it's definitely been one of the favorites.
Okay. So do you like to see yourself more with less clothes on, or more with like a suit, tuxedo?
When I was younger, I was, you know, I want to show body, abs, chest, arms, just, you know, let's get it done. Now as I, you know, get older, I find myself appreciating putting on a three-piece suit, you know, being crisp down to the shoe and stepping out onto the runway and just getting a different reaction just from the women saying, oh yes, I like what I see, versus, you know, getting the same type of screens with your shirt off, you getting the same type of screen with your shirt on, a vest on.
But it's a different kind of
screen.
screen.
It's that maturity screen, like, that's a man right there.
Because I mean, not in just this area, but in, you know, I guess in all areas of the fashion industry, once people have a male model that has a nice body, to me, I just feel like they immediately want them to have no clothes on. I mean, and it may be fine if with swimwear or what have you, or if you're doing undergear or things of that sort. But I just think to really highlight a male model is to put on a very sophisticated debonair suit, and showing them in a light that, showing that our men are gentlemen or can look like gentlemen, versus, you know, showing males with, you know, little to nothing on. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I think designers in particular, or just people who produce shows in this area, just need to have more of a mindset that highlight men more with showing suits, or having them wear something that, you know, guys need to be inspired by in order how to dress. Maybe a particular color, maybe a pattern, maybe a particular type of shoe, maybe, you know, just wearing something that a guy wouldn't even think about putting together, versus you just like, okay, another show with dudes just out in you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I just think there's a need to be a lot of versatility in what we're putting on male models, because first of all, the industry is not as, you know, in detailed as these females are. So I think if you concentrated more on the versatility of what guys can wear, it'll open the mindset of other guys who may not into modeling, but are there being spectators at the show, or maybe their girl is at the show and it's like, oh my God, babe, I just went to this fashion show, I took this picture, like, well, I think you would look good in this, and try to give them some inspiration of what they can step out when they go outside. So that's just my whole thing about when it comes to the industry as far as male models concerned. It's just like, just don't immediately just have a guy out, especially when they put them in pants, but then this is out there with no shirt on. Like, wait a minute, I need
So what do
to,
you
that's a complete look to you? Like, I'm
That's
so,
how we walk around.
right, so I go to an event with just pants on and some slick shoes with no shirt on. Like, and no, when I go
What
out.
about when they have them with just pants and no shoes and no shirt? You just go out there.
Yeah, it's just like, wait a minute, I'm not in Africa, I'm not with, Zimbabwe somewhere. Like, what do you mean? I need to come out with a shirt. Like, come on. Like, what is that giving me? That's not giving me any inspiration from anything. I'd rather see a complete look of something versus you coming out with no shirt on and pair of pants.
That's that behind the scenes stuff that people don't
Right,
understand
it's
or know
like,
about.
what?
Designers don't come. All designers don't come ready. You
No,
know,
heck no, they
you know,
don't.
we got these pants and this shirt,
But you know what?
you don't have your shoes. But let's go out there with your toes out.
Am I wearing swimwear or am I wearing, like, I thought I'm supposed to look like a gentleman, but you want me no shoes on.
Right.
I can see swimwear and
Right.
undergear, okay, I get it, but not.
Swimwear in the wintertime.
Yeah.
I mean, well, because because they do the off season, so I think they're showing that the spring line in the winter, so to prepare, they always do stuff in advance. But it's neither here nor there. I
Makes sense
just,
of it, though.
right,
Makes
true.
sense.
Exactly. At the same time, my thing is just have more versatility with
Yeah, that's
my
key.
guys.
I feel the same way. Like he was saying earlier, it's cool for you to do, like I do a lot of artistic news stuff, you know what I mean? But I feel like if I could get the same appreciation if I throw on a suit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like he said earlier. If you can mix it up and have those variety of looks and still get the same effect, it works for you. But it can't be all
Just
all
one
in
thing.
my underwear.
Right.
Or all, I mean, everybody gets on me all the time. Hey, I'm never had no shirt on.
Right.
I'm like, that's kind of, everybody has their lane, but I can also switch it up. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you can fulfill different variety or different roles, then it works.
Got you. Was that? How did that come about for you too? Did somebody introduce you about doing artistic nude, and did you feel comfortable at first to do it, or how did you?
It wasn't really introduced. I did a lot of research on different, the different avenues in modeling. There's so many different aspects. So I'm like, I've seen the work before I even started doing it.
Okay.
I wasn't super comfortable with doing it when I first started, of course, but and I don't go around shooting with every photographer, you know what I mean, artistic nude, but it works for me in some cases, you know what I mean? So if the idea and the concept is really like eye-opening or shocking, or I get that wow effect, and and it's still tasteful, then I'll do it.
That's
You
what
know
we're
what I
going
mean?
down to, man. Taste, man.
Yeah,
You know what
so
I'm saying?
I mean, I do have my mother. She lurking on my Facebook right now. I try to be respectful.
Mom, put that down.
Yeah.
Don't touch that. Don't go on that page.
Yeah, but you keep it in taste and everything. But everybody has their own niche, man. If you can, I like to mix it up. I feel like Luis, I could throw on a suit and get crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then still get the same effect from the fans or whatever. But
Yeah, I'm a big supporter of my male models. When I was producing shows, I would produce outside of my big shows. I would produce shows that were all male shows, because a lot of people in this area weren't doing those, and the ones that did had more of an old school spin to it. So I wanted to bring something that was more fresh and unique and different, just to show guys that you can dress without feeling like you have to spin a lot. Or that you feel like your masculinity is going to be taken away from you, just by presenting different types of designers that from all genres, from androgynous to couture to your suits to what I like to call modern urban wear and things, and swimwear, just to give versatility, because I think a lot of times when I step outside the house, a lot of guys I would get and still do sometimes get approached by a lot of dudes. Then females like, yo, where you get that from? Or I wouldn't even thought to put those two colors together with that thought pattern or whatever. So at that time I was like, well, maybe I should just produce a show for all male models and reach out to the designers that had male clothes, just to show that you can look this way or that way, depending on your event or how you feel in your own skin.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I commend guys that are in the industry, because it just shows to me, I feel like it's, and I don't know everybody, but especially the ones I've worked with before, it just shows me that you're secure in who you are as a man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, guys may feel some kind of way about being in this industry or other guys that are in it because it makes them less of a man. And I don't find that to be true. I think if you are, you know who you are and you're secure in who you are, then I don't think it should be questionable or there should be any issues as far as what you do in this industry. So
yeah. I think a lot of people are blind to, the model industry. They don't really see all the different types of modeling that it is.
Right.
Everything is portrayed off of TV or something. I don't know what it is, but it's so many different aspects. So many people focus on one lane, and that's what they shoot for. But they could actually fit in another lane a lot better than the lane that they're aiming for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If they do the research on the different.
They're afraid of that response.
Right.
Yeah.
That response is what scares them.
Got you. Before we go to the music break, I want to ask the three of you guys, what ultimate designer that you guys would like to, wouldn't mind modeling for? If you had the opportunity, like that one or two designers that you like, what?
Me, Calvin Klein. I love their shirts now. Like,
Calvin Klein.
Okay.
How about you, Damien?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it like realistic and level. I want to get with my man Andrew Noel.
Okay.
A local. I don't know if he's still local now, but
Right.
yeah. I like to work with him. I've been checking him out for a while now, so I'd like to get some work done with him soon.
Okay. How about you, Luis?
I want to touch that Under Armour.
Oh.
I'm trying to stay in that field, that fitness modeling field, and just transition over.
So that's where you're more going towards the fitness aspect of modeling now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I really want to hit that hard.
Okay.
I'm
Not saying they're gonna shy away from everything else.
No,
like that.
no,
That's just where
that's-
you want to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Troy has filled his niches, being the bridal, the groomsmen, and the bridal shows.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Damien is more, he's open-minded and very artistic in what he does. So it's like he could have a suit, but can wear swimwear or undergear or anything of that sort. And then with you, I felt like you started with, wearing swimwear and things of that sort, and then you leveled to wearing suits and things of that sort, and now you want to find that you like, I feel like, and this is what I would tell Keone sometimes, even in the plus industry, and I was like, Keone, you're the bridal girl. Like if anybody was to, look for a woman of size for bridal, you were that girl. And I feel like with Luis, if that's what you, fitness, okay, but then I go to Luis. If I know I want something artistic, then I'm gonna go to Damien. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like people should have their lane, but every now and then they go off that exit, just like I want to try this, but still go back to their knowing what they like. Versus people who are just all over the place. Like you just don't. Wait a minute, I thought you were. But wait, the next week you didn't like. But wait, so what are you? Who are you? Then when you ask them, well, I'm the first thing they say, I'm a chameleon.
It is that,
Well, that boils down to what he was saying earlier. If it takes away from what he's doing,
Right.
You gotta focus on one thing.
Focus on one
Go
thing.
100%.
But every now and then take that exit. I'm gonna get off exit 26 because I want to wear this androgynous look. I want to get off exit 38 because I want to wear swimwear. But knowing that I still need to stay on 695 to get me where I ultimately want to go.
What works for you?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why I like H&M, like what they're doing with their campaigns now. Like they're starting to incorporate, aesthetically looking, men with more rugged appeal, still looking, presentable and handsome, but they're starting to incorporate that because they want to get all looks of like what masculinity is, what's appealing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Instead of sticking to that European look.
Right.
Right. Because not all of us are European.
No.
Some of us have ass and thighs.
urban.
Right. Yeah. Right. So because when I go in there sometimes and I want to try on some pants, I'm like, wait a minute.
Don't work that way.
I know I ain't getting no weight.
It's hot,
I have
but
to
it
think
don't
about it. I'm
fit.
like, oh, I got thighs and
You gotta
ass.
go up
So.
2 sizes.
Right. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I know I ain't getting all that. Oh, this is what a little European people I got. Okay. Well, I got ass and thighs, so this ain't gonna work. So I need to go off on the side. But yeah, I do find that they're slowly but surely getting there because I think they're realizing that a lot of African American men, especially, are into fashion now, and need to fit their garments because they go there rather be their shirts or their pants. So for me, I have no problems with their pants. So. I think they're hit on the right track as long as they don't divert back to, what they originally came out as. So, all right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up the show and talk more with the guys about this whole industry called fashion and modeling. So keep it locked, more Style Chronicles in a minute with my guest co-host Richie Sky, who's been quiet.
Okay. Do it one more time. One more time.
The whole thing?
How you gonna ruin the moment?
I don't know what you was talking about. You said just do that again, like the whole thing of what I said, or just the applause? Like I didn't know what you wanted.
I'm gonna need you to rehearse.
I'm gonna need you to make up your mind what you want. Indecisive. No, I'm kidding. So you've been having a great time, Richie? You've
As
been quite
always,
quiet this go
I've been
round,
taking
though.
it all in this time because
Is that what's going on?
I need some work, and I recognize
You don't need that much work.
I don't need that much work, but I just feel it's frustrating to me because I can't get to that next level.
What you ultimately want your goal
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah. So I've been really taking it in tonight because it's been informative.
Discipline,
to me.
discipline, discipline, discipline. Stay committed, stay committed, stay committed, kids, stay committed.
Stay away from the wind.
Devil.
Yes.
Devil.
Yes. I could have got a salad while I was over
You
there.
could have got a salad.
But
You could have. Or you could have made the salad yourself.
okay.
Yeah.
I could have.
It's all about prepping your
It's all a
own
conspiracy,
meals.
bro. It's all a conspiracy.
The burger was killer.
Yeah.
It is.
So Richie, are you telling me that like Wendy says your name in whispers?
No, you know what it was? It was like it was like
Sweet nothings in your
I
ear?
needed something to eat, and I brought like a nice snack from home that would have been better, but I was like in such a rush earlier. So when I left Maryland to get here, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna have a chance to eat, but I know I'm gonna be hungry. So it just so happens
I know
that
it's
Wendy's sign
right.
lit up as soon as I drove up.
You can't miss it. It's right
So
there.
I felt like, okay, it's either Wendy's or the donuts right here, and I felt like
Hell
Wendy's would be
no.
better.
Hell no. The thing is, Wendy's needs to sell gluten-free water and air, and then you wouldn't have that problem. That's why I don't go there, because it doesn't have gluten-free water and air.
So that's another reason you stay away from Wendy.
Lesson learned.
But you know what, Richie? When you're here, when you're not, when next time you're in Baltimore, you're not doing the show. I have to take you to this vegan. Is it a vegan restaurant? Vegetarian restaurant? I think it's vegan and vegetarian. It's on Utah Street. It's right off of MLK. I need to take you there. I think you would absolutely adore the food, like, cause I do.
Is that gonna be the appetizer?
What? Is that gonna be the appetizer? Never mind. Forget it. I'll take somebody who can appreciate it.
Let's go to food at y'all.
No, I'm not going there. No, thank you. Never mind. Scratch what I just said. I'm trying to give you all other alternatives, and you just is that going to be the appetizers? They have a whole meal.
Oh, okay.
They have meals.
Okay.
like you can get an entree and two sides.
Okay.
Because when I went, I had spinach lasagna, and I had macaroni and cheese, but it's soy based. And I had cabbage.
So you left feeling satisfied?
Yes, I was definitely full.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Okay.
But it was just the texture, the taste of it, so was so good, and it was so easy to digest. Like, and
Really?
the breakdown of it was just like wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm willing to try it, you know.
Yeah. So the next time you're in the area, and Redley Richie.
Hey, Terrence, I would say one thing though.
What's that?
Not to rain on your parade,
No,
but
it's
actually
fine.
I'm gonna kind of rain on it a little bit.
Okay.
Rain on it.
He's like, just quit.
What you?
You don't want to take in too much soy because that can upregulate estrogen in men. So you want to kind of stay like around 20 grams at the most in a day. Oh, that'll start to increase
Gotcha.
estrogen levels.
Gotcha. That's good to know.
Yeah, so that if you're trying to gain some type of mass or testosterone, you want to kind of stay away from soy too much.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. I don't eat a lot of it, but it
Well,
was
yeah,
good though.
I mean, once in a while.
It was different because I'm used to eat macaroni and cheese like macaroni and cheese, like good old Thanksgiving, Christmas macaroni and cheese. So it was just different because I looked at it and I was like, I don't know if I want to try that, but I will. Like I'm pretty much will try just about anything once, just about. Not all foods, but just about. Like I was introduced to, and I totally was, and I'm not because I don't eat a lot of different types of meats. And when I was in New York, I was introduced to kangaroo meat.
What the hell?
Totally
Never heard of it.
Yes, I didn't either. I didn't
Shaking
either.
of the head.
I didn't either. But I had a little bit of it just to taste it and see what it was like. It wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad?
No, it wasn't. Because I was skeptical about it. But I was like, all right, I'll try it. But I didn't have a lot of it, but it wasn't bad.
I mean,
It's good to
what
try
part
it.
of the kangaroos you eat?
It was, what was it?
The pouch.
No. No. What was it? I can't remember.
I mean, was it the face?
No, it wasn't the face. Oh my god.
It was a leg.
Oh, no.
Nah,
Oh no.
Right.
I can't remember.
I mean, was it the back?
I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. It was like it came in a package like steak does.
Oh man.
It,
I
it
mean,
did.
'cause I can picture a kangaroo in my head. I'm like, what part you cut off? Wait, no, hold up,
No, it was not a
Hey, hold up, no, he enjoyed it though.
I went to a butcher.
The
The
He
butcher.
said you
Yes.
ain't eat this.
No, they my buddies who I was with, they bought it from the butcher and
Oh,
then
I didn't hear that.
Right, now,
it wasn't at a restaurant, nothing like that. No, I went to a butcher and my buddies that I was with got it from the butcher. And they, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all
Okay.
crazy,
And
man.
that's not something I'm going to eat, but I'm
You're not gonna eat it again?
as well. Probably not.
Oh,
So you're not gonna eat the meat again?
I can't.
Yo, what, yo?
I so can't.
I mean, but Ray, you are the only one anyway.
Right, but I didn't even know that
Show the kangaroo
existed.
meat.
I didn't even know it existed, but I tasted a little bit. I just wanted to see what it was like. I was
sweet,
curious.
Tangy, spicy, but
It wasn't tangy. It wasn't rough. It was,
it
you
was
know,
tender.
it was tender.
It was in the face,
Yeah, it
though.
was tender. If it was rough, I don't think I could have finished it. I don't like tough meat.
He had the face. I'm
So-
sorry.
Boy,
I did not have the face choice.
Was it the butt
But
cheek?
probably the thigh.
Was it the butt cheek? Man?
No, it wasn't the butt cheek. It was
So
too
she
meaty.
was
It was too meaty to be the butt cheek. It was too. I think it was probably like the thigh or something.
Man, Dave was exiting the building.
I should never said nothing.
Oh man.
Set yourself
No, you should've said-
I didn't think I was setting myself up, to be honest. I didn't think I was.
It
All you thought you
it
did
just
was
came
some
out of
shit.
I
left
was
field.
No, it wasn't like it. It wasn't. I just said this is something I tried. That wasn't coming out of left.
I mean,
field.
you could have said, I don't know, something else, but with kangaroo.
When I first heard it, I was like, huh? It was like, well, just try it. And I was like,
Where were you at? Was it like in the cut? In the back?
no. We went to a butcher shop. Like, you go and get your meat from the butcher shop. And
Okay,
we went to the butcher
alright.
shop, and
Where is this butcher shop?
we were in downtown New York. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
So not Wabash, right?
No, it wasn't here in Baltimore. No, I don't think I could have done it if I was here in Baltimore. Hell to the no. 'Cause- No, I don't think I could have did it here. But it wasn't bad. But I digress. Since y'all getting on me about it,
listen.
like y'all ain't done crazy stuff in your life.
Oh,
We already know you.
you know what?
I'm just saying. So, Luis, you have your challenge going on. So is that taking up a lot of your time as far as, with you, are you doing less of the whole modeling thing, or is, you being a physical trainer and all that good stuff, your boot camps are taking a lot of your time, or you?
Mine's been more focused on the fitness aspect of it because not only did we start the boot camp,
Mm-hmm.
but I also have a spot where I also train my clients, and that's
Okay.
down in District Heights.
Okay.
Shot Timber Fitness,
Okay.
and I've really been trying to perfect my craft as far as getting people in the best shape of their lives and hitting their fitness goals and completely transforming their bodies, into things they didn't even think they could accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put my first competitor on stage.
What do you mean on
fitness
stage?
competitor.
Oh, really?
A couple females approached me, and I'm working towards doing that right now. So, God willing, I'm able to put one on stage in June and another one in August. So I'm staying focused right now. I still do my modeling thing. I still do acting. As you know, I did a play last month,
Mm-hmm.
Roosevelt. Put it on, called Through Darkness Comes Light. And that was actually my first play, and it went really well. So I still do everything. I'm just trying to include the new thing and become more. I'm trying to become great at it, So because people are truly making me, and yeah, I'm still modeling. That's
Okay.
not going to stop. Modeling is not going to stop because that was my doors. Those
Right.
were my doors, and brought me to where I am today.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Damien, what's the next thing for you as far as modeling goes?
You know, I got just some fashion shows. Obviously, I'm gonna keep photo shooting just to keep, you know, keep my name prevalent.
Gotcha.
But overall, you know, I'm a co-owner of GEI Models, which is the agency that I linked up with my man, you know, a childhood friend.
Okay.
Like I said, they're out of Atlanta. GEI Models, you might see it on my Facebook all day long, but we got 7 divisions. And I feel like if I don't make it in this industry, that I, you know, somehow want to help somebody else get to that level.
Gotcha.
So, you know, we got some models there. We got you know, some music artists that's doing their thing, radio shows and magazines and what have you. But that's just a brand, you know, a thing that we're trying to build. And, you know, I'm gonna keep doing my thing too, man. So check me out, fashion shows and you know, whatever opportunities come along the way, I'm gonna keep it moving.
Damien, do you ever get tired of doing fashion shows? Does it get redundant for you?
Not really. I don't. I've done a lot of fashion shows, but I haven't done a lot lately. So I feel like I haven't done one in a while.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm in the Style to the Aisle bridal show coming up next week on Sunday. That's the 27th, I believe.
Okay.
That's out in Silver Spring at the Fillmore. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that because I haven't been on the runway in a while.
Okay.
Just been behind the camera getting it in. So yeah, whatever, you know, opportunities that have been beneficial to me, I'm looking to get into and keep it pushing, man, moving up the ladder.
All right. Sure, when's your next bridal show?
Well, the season's over for us. Our next one won't be until August. We just had one a couple weeks back
Okay.
in Virginia. So that was that was pretty awesome. It was a good turnout.
Cool. Good stuff. Okay. So how can people reach out to you guys if they want to, you know, book you for something or a shoot?
My Instagram or Facebook. So my Instagram is @1Mr. Valdez. That's VALDEZ. Or my Facebook. That's Luis stamped Mr. Valdez.
Okay. Damien?
Yeah, you can book me at greatentmodels@gmail.com. Find me all over the place, all over the social network game, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And like I said, find me at greatentinc.com. You can see, you know, find that movement going on down there.
All right. Troy, just in case you might want to tap outside of the bridal game, or even if it's, you know, it might be something bridal, how can people reach out to you if they want, you know, want you to be a part?
Okay, Troy the Trainer, Facebook, as well as LRN Coaching at Gmail. The site for the camps and our upcoming programs will be up later tonight, so check about 12 if you're still up, and we'll have some promotions going on. If you like us on Facebook, you'll get a discount for that, so stay tuned for that.
Okay, cool. Mr. DJ Richie Scott, another one bites the dust.
Okay.
Right, so this has been a good chronicle, right?
Yes.
You've been
very
quiet a lot.
informative for me.
Yeah, because you've been quiet, and you're normally not quiet.
Go off on you earlier, but you know.
I mean, that's fine, I can take it, I'm a big boy.
I got that out. I was, you know, good.
Oh, okay, so just come down on me and you all right after that.
Chill.
Is that what it is?
I do want to say one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Troy.
Earlier, I gave some misinformation about gluten. It's actually protein, not a sugar, so yeah, just want to make sure I get it right.
All right, information. Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate it. So Rich, I won't see you till next month.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 19th.
The 19th? Yeah.
19th.
So it seems like when your time comes, it seems like it comes quick.
I know, right?
Yeah, it does. It's like, damn, Richie's got it.
Okay, you know what?
Oh, God.
I'm tired.
No, I do. I enjoy when you're here. I do. Because we have some similarities, and it's always good to bounce that off of each other, even though we might have differences. I think that's good too, because I don't think you should agree with, you know, everything the other person is saying.
That doesn't make it fun at all.
It doesn't make it fun. You know, we have our own perspectives of different things, especially when we had our talk about Beyonce a couple weeks ago.
Okay. No,
Whatever.
crazy.
Yeah. So I probably should have gotten hate mail all over the place.
You should have. I think it's on the way.
But yeah, I always enjoy when you're in the studio with me. We keep it
I enjoy being in the house.
productive and things of that sort. So next week we'll be wrapping up Model Appreciation Month. We're gonna have our, I guess they would say our straight size models, if you will, on the show. So we have a couple of those in the studio next week, and my guest co-host for next week is Sean Mack. So Sean will be in the studio. The Smack will be back, and so that should be fun. I really have enjoyed the different personalities that I've been having. Like I told you before, I wasn't sure how it would all mapped out, but I see a different side of me out of each one of you guys.
Oh, really?
That comes out. Yeah, I've noticed it about myself. Like especially when I go back to some of the footage, and I'm just like, I'm still entertaining with everybody, but I feel like a different side of me comes out with each one of you guys. Some of it is more sillier than others.
Yeah.
Some of it is a little bit more, like I find myself laughing like endlessly.
Yeah.
And then some of it is just real chill and kind of laid back, which helps me in my Mondays and how I conduct myself and things like that. So it's been different.
Insightful.
Yeah, very insightful, just to see different variations of me. You ever accept your side of, just kind of look back at yourself and the things you've done, and just look at it like, oh, wow, I didn't notice that about me. Or I didn't know I could be, I was laughing, wow, that must have been really, really funny. Or,
But you're growing.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying. Do you have your Chronicle message?
I do. I actually changed it. I changed it after
stole
the
Troy's.
discussion. No. I told you I was going to use that next month. But I changed it after the discussion here. So what I'm going to say is, speak what you seek until you see what you've said.
Oh, say that again.
Speak what you seek until you see what you've said.
I like that.
Boom.
Look at you growing.
You know what I mean? Right. And I'm not even going to the Wendy's when I do it.
Right. Look at you. You're growing. Richie's got you growing.
I
Richie's
do a
got.
little something.
Oh, that was good. I like that. That was good. Tell people how they can reach out to you, Richie.
Oh, you know what? I am on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook. You can look me up under Richie Sky. Or my government name, Terrence Wiles.
Okay.
Two T's in the house.
Right.
Yeah. I have a website as well,
Yeah,
www.richiesky.com. So if you want to book me for your next party, event, fashion show, bar mitzvah, whatever, I'll come DJ. Got it?
Okay.
2016.
Okay.
All right, guys. You can follow me. I'm all over the social media: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. On Instagram, only the #1 Mr. Styles with 2 Y's. Twitter, Terrence Styles. Facebook, Terrence Styles. You can also be add yourself as a part of the group on the Style Chronicles radio show page. Also go to our website, the Style Chronicles.wordpress.com. Find out who our next guest will be, guest co-host, learn more about the show, the host. You just want to be, you want to be my permanent. I think we'll have some competition with Danielle, Sean, and Sharella.
I can take them.
Oh boy.
Oh no,
Lord have mercy.
She probably give you a run for your money.
Who?
No.
Sharella? Yeah, Sharella last week was off the chain. This girl was going, she ran around the studio.
That's what I gotta do? Alright.
Sharella's off the chain.
Wait till May.
Oh my! I think I'm gonna have to have all
should
of
have all of
them
us
at one
here.
time. Yes, I gotta plan that. I think it's gonna be probably the season finale.
Okay.
Yeah, then I'm gonna have all of you guys here. It's not even enough mics to all of y'all. Let me see. No, it's not. Wait a minute. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's enough mics, everybody.
And you want to start with the show, Mike answer?
Right. I might think I'm going to do that. Or I may do I might have to do it a couple times. I might work that out with everybody's schedule, see how that works. So you just gave me an idea. Yeah, so to see who really has it.
I ain't worried about it.
Oh! Okay, all right. So my Chronicle message is: a real male model is being secure in your own manhood. A real male model is being secure in your own manhood.
Boom.
Boom. Pow.
There it is.